Every day, Jodie and Shane Tildersley make a 40-minute drive from emergency accommodation to their flood-gutted home south of Lismore.
Hello.
And this is why. They can't keep their cherished pets at the caravan park where they're staying.
They just don't get to spend a lot of time with us now, where they're normally with us all day.
The big guy, Fluffy, guards the pack. Then there's Sizzle, Frankie, Raven.
And this is little Disaster.
Disaster? How did Disaster get his or her name?
So Disaster was in the boat with us when we evacuated as a little puppy.
So does that mean he's a good luck charm?
Yes.
Look
He's
at that
a good boy, aren't you,
face.
darling?
You're going to get through life despite your name, Disaster.
Yeah.
When the floodwaters rose, their grandkids and pets shared bench tops. What was that night like for you? That must have been terrifying.
Oh, horrible.
Yeah,
terrifying.
absolutely terrible. Yeah, we lost 10 head of cattle and 2 horses. Yeah.
And they weren't just cattle, they were like hand-raised baby cows.
Yeah. Since the floods, they've lived in 4 types of emergency accommodation. You must really want to get back to your home.
I do.
We
Yep.
do.
With your dogs
Yep.
and
do.
start life again.
Yep. Yep.
How far away does that feel at the moment, Jodie?
A million miles away.
Yeah, honestly, I think it's going to be years. It'll be years.
You going to be okay?
I hope so.
The howls of dogs made homeless by the floods fill the air above Libby Went's farm near Lismore. They're all desperate for some attention.
I know they are.
Since the floods, Libby has been foster mum to dozens of dogs whose owners aren't able to care for them.
This is Synergy. She's been here for 14 weeks.
What's Synergy's story?
There's a whole family, they lost 3 dwellings. So, you know, it's pretty sad.
And who's paying for all this? You are. You are.
Yes. And ARC, which are the animal rescue people.
Nearly 4 months on, Animal Rescue Cooperative is still delivering food and other provisions to hundreds of flood-affected animals.
I've met a lot of people who've, got animals that have never had any sort of anxiety or separation anxiety, or a lot of them they panic in the rain. They go and hide in the darkest corner of the house.
Since their home was flooded, 12-year-old Gidget and her owner Lisa have been inseparable.
She used to very much be an outside dog, but now she just wants to stay in the shed.
And stick by you?
Yeah, oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Gidget has a serious heart condition, making her rescue in a tinny even more remarkable.
The boat came through as far as they could, and I just went and got her, and I said to him, she's really heavy. And he said, I'm so strong, I won't drop her.
Gidget and Lisa got out safely. When they returned, everything was in pieces.
Gidge, hey, Bubba, it's okay. It's okay. You stay down there where you're safe.
They live in a shed in the backyard. It will be at least 18 months before builders can fix their home.
So knowing how old Gidget is and the issues that she's got, do you think you'll make it back into the house together?
No. I don't. I don't. I mean, I'd absolutely love to, but...
There were so many incredible rescues, but some pets had to be abandoned. This photo of 2 Great Danes, 8-Ball and Saffron, was taken just before Colin Dixon and his partner were rescued by helicopter from their remote farm.
While I was being lifted, 8-Ball was clawing, was jumping up, trying to hang on to my legs to come with us. And then all I could, even though I could hear the chopper out, I could hear him crying as we left him behind.
That would have to be a sound that you'll never forget.
Sound I don't want to hear again.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Word soon spread on social media that the Great Danes were stranded. A few big-hearted blokes on jet skis helped them off the roof and brought them food.
So they're fed. We've got clean water for them as well.
Good Samaritans were looking after them.
Yeah, it was. Well, we still don't know all the people to thank.
8 days later, Colin and Dr. Lou Fenny, a Gold Coast vet, flew back to the farm. Dr. Lou sedated the dogs. They were loaded on board and flown to safety.
Come and say hello.
Hey, buddy, hey!
And here they are, full of beans and happy to be staying with the in-laws in Ballina.
You must have been worried sick that whole
A
time.
lot of tears, lots of tears.
Yeah.
Because they're our world, you know, they really are.
Little Shazza also had a traumatic rescue. This is her being carried to safety through the floods.
The look on Shazza's face, on that beautiful face in that photo, she looks so confused, doesn't she?
She did.
Nurse Emily Green has had Shazza since she was a puppy.
She's named after Sharon from House Eyes because she's such a little bogan.
We love a bogan, and we particularly love a bogan snuggly like that.
Oh, absolutely.
So finding a shaken Shazza safe and sound was a huge relief for Emily.
What was that moment like?
Oh my God. I nearly threw up.
And finding this feisty cat called Kimber was also an unforgettable moment. Kimber disappeared on the night of the floods.
We knew that he'd survived the flood in the house, but we couldn't find him.
And how long was it before you saw him again?
13 weeks. We found him in town. I suspect that the rodent problem in that corner of town is considerably less now because he didn't look like he'd even missed a feed.
So how many lives do you reckon this cat has got?
I don't think he's got too many left.
So many families lost everything they owned in the floods. Months on, the love and loyalty of these four-legged furry kids is filling some of the emptiness.
Honestly, I don't know what I'd do without her.
Yeah.
You know, it's always been her and I.
Yeah.
I love seeing them. I love spending time with these guys in my life.
Well, they're our world. I mean, they're buffets. You know, in 160 dog breeds, I think they come in at number 103 as the dumbest. Love them to bits. Love them to bits.
It's beautiful to see that love. I think one of the big stories emerging on the Northern Rivers at the moment is how long it's going to take for people to rebuild their homes. The shortage of supplies and tradies and all the rest of it is immense, and that's causing a lot of problems. So I think one of the flow-on effects of that is that people are realising that they're not going to be able to get their pets out of these shelters and rescue centres for at least a year or so.
Yeah.
So they do need your help. If you want to contribute to either the pet foster carers there or ARC, which you saw mentioned in that story, you can do so. There's info and links to help all of the people in that story on our website right now. Please do go and get involved.